Alrighty, folks. How's everybody doing here today? Welcome, one and all, to our last parts of our Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough. We've finished the main story, but now we have one more quest we need to fulfill, and that's venturing into what you see in the top right, into the frozen wilds. So we're going to continue on here. I think we'll switch up from the Shield Weaver and go back to our straight outfit just to keep the challenge apparent, because I don't want to cheese through the frozen wilds here. I like the challenge and I like to keep incorporating it. And the Shield Weaver is really more for like the end of the story type of battle there, like what we had last time. Don't forget, guys, on Friday, after the Face It Major, I'll do another stream of Spider-Man. It'll be shorter this time. It'll be our regular 2-hour stream there. Like I said, I'll go through the story at my pace, but we'll be doing all kinds of different things, stopping crime, finding the backpacks, scoping the landmarks there, getting skills and experience along the way. See how many of the suits we can unlock, suit powers, and all that jazz there. Alright, how's everybody's, hope everybody's week has been okay there. Feel free to talk it up in the chat there as well, too.
There wouldn't be anything.
Alright. This, and I thank everybody who followed me after our last session as well there too. We have one more skill to unlock as well there, folks. So see here, we've completed everything, so let's go ahead and make our way towards that unknown territory we heard about many streams ago. Hope everybody's been keeping track of the Face It Major as well there too. It's been pretty wild so far here. I think we're gonna go in and try and snag us a longhorn here to make the traversal a little bit faster. Or excuse me, not a longhorn, but a broadhead. Phase Clan 0 and 2 right now in just the group stage. It's a pretty wild reality. It is apparent. back. And Complexity as well there too. I haven't seen Complexity play as of recently here in Counter-Strike. But them going too low against, they beat the likes of G2, which, you know, for G2's sake, you can take it what you will, what it is there, but I think it's been rather impressive they were able to make it. What do we have here? Huh.
Everything shines a little brighter now. Thank you, Lord, for saving me.
No problem. Let's see. How do we want to take this one? Might as well go low and around there a little bit. Sure, we're going to run into a Thunderjaw, but it's quite essentially the fastest way we can get back up to the far north. Alright, so we're going to go this way.
Sunset for this one.
Let's get on with it.
That was great.
Watch her!
To it. Presence. Not too bad. All right. Nelson. Going low and across here right now. We're just gonna traverse our way up from the bridge off this second little pass. And then through this area. All the way and up. Long trek to go though. Should be looking for a bridge. Excuse me there, fellas. You guys hear that? That's my dog barking, but of course, most of you who have been here before already knew that. This fork here. Probably after we complete the Frozen Wilds, when we do complete it, I'll play the credits one more time for those who missed it. Just to give our thanks once more to Guerrilla Games for this fantastic masterpiece. Alright. In through the gate. Oops. Sorry, guys. Alright. So now we just roam across and go up past this Shellwalker convoy and just keep tight and up. And just keep going up. Just go straight across here. Is it that area there where might be that area with the false trail, I think. We'll see, we'll try it. Yes, they did. Well, slip through these parts. Across the field. Just keep up. All right. Sequential. Making headway. That's right on past it there right now. All right. Here now we just go all the way up. And I wish you could catch everything while in transit, but it's okay. Reason for us to stick around here. rude. Docile, but rude. Any rate, though, no harm, no foul. Into a pack of scrappers. But that's fine. Alright. Getting close.
Here they come.
Across the bridge.
I've always wanted to carry it.
Very chilly. Here. And right up this pathway.
I'd do that again, if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
Get a quick save in here while we're at it. Now to find a way up. Interesting. I wonder who lit these up. Someone definitely lit these up as a trail. Let's see on the move though. Oh, how nice. Left us a couple of
Hunters. Coming at once.
supply crates. A campfire that we can't save on here. Oh, hello. Yeah, this is definitely the right way.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, You'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
No kidding. Alright. Besides, we've already completed that task beforehand, even though he has no memory of it. It's this fire potion. The hell?
This one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
Daemonix Scorcher? Scorcher, very agile and dangerous combat machine with fire augmented melee attacks and a mounted mine launcher for ranged engagement. As a blaze canister, see the mine launcher and see the power generator. See if we can't slip by him undetected. We should be in the clear. Man, it's getting chilly up here. We're gonna have to find you some new clothes here soon. Soon, Aloy.
Good. I can use this.
Turn off the track now since we've already bypassed him. Definitely cold winds are blowing here in this parts.
Outlander on the mountain!
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
Yep. Suppose so. Welcome to the Frozen Wilds, folks. The new cards.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
Banuk are tough there to survive out in such inclement weather here like this consistently. Reminds me of the people in Alaska, the citizens in Alaska living right now, constantly enduring the cold.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
This is Song's Edge, biggest settlement in the cut.
Alright. What is that? Whoa.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
No idea. But it looks like we just discovered Song's Edge.
Have learned a lesson from Thunderstruck. Sometimes loss is the price of survival.
Metal shards, they can always prove useful.
Ray's been gone a long time, but she will return. You must believe she will return.
Who's Aurea? White Little Settlement.
You died on Thunderstruck. Your songs will not be forgotten.
May the songs of the lost echo eternally.
And Song's Drum.
In times like these, let's not forget the importance of ceremony.
Let's see what's in here. Shark Gambler's Box. Okay. Demonic Machine. Demonic machines are more powerful and strong and have stronger elemental resistance than their normal counterparts. They are a force to be reckoned with.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Yeah.
Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to the deaths. Where should we find hope now?
Oh wow. Sounds like these people have really hit hard times. Well, I might as well see what all the hubbub is down there. I don't see much of anything else. And a chance to light up a campfire and do a quick save. Alright.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrin, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of sentence.
Walk on the eggshells with everybody.
Pardon my voice.
Is she done out, Jim? Yeah, go before it's all right. Oh, it's going. It ain't looking about it, going. A woman. And shut his pie hole. We can hear about something else other than what's coming out of his pie hole. Yeah. Man, I did. There was a big old garbage truck with troops written on the front of it.
Pardon my voice.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Ourea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Ourea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a wary chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Ourea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. You know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
My goodness. Again, I welcome everybody who's coming on in here. We are just starting our trek through the frozen wilds. Going through our dialogue.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Eh, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold trials. Prove your best at something, and you might get a place. Somewhere it's coming. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Werings.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werik has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Opposites attracting, eh, folks?
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. They believed it.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Interesting.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice, a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid? Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Interesting.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Right for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Barja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Lodge, the easternmost Banuk camp.
Alright.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bertrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Aurea or Thunder's drum. Maybe worth a shot?
Yep. We'll talk to Artok first before we find Naltuk, and we'll pay a visit there.
When the machines will be enslaved by the daemon, the best gift we can give them is a swift death. Stranger.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Ourea knows about this daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
Alright then.
This daemon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, he rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the daemon. But I was born here, and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
Hearts to them.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well then.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. Prefer deeds to words.
Right.
He's gonna be a tough nut to crack.
I hear the whispers of the spirits in the machines, and I fear the things about which they whisper.
Bandits have made camp at Stonemead. Should make things interesting.
My goodness.
Do you remember the first time you took the sides of the rising waters?
Ooh. We need blue gleam. One badger bone, one goat skin, one goat bone. Interesting. We'll definitely buy this though. Just want to equip it. It's a little much, but it definitely could help. And it's a nice warm feat for Aloy in this cold. Banuk Champion Bow. A Banuk Power Shot Bow. And a Banuk Striker Bow. Not bad. But we will need Blue Gleam there. How much did they say there for that, Goat skin and a badger bone. And pigments are goat bone. So we need 2 badger bones.
Blood saw to that. The daemon cannot.
What's this now?
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Carja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
My goodness.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Makes it relent if there's something about it.
Water lapping on the stone. That's a sound to sleep to, not live to.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. To do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Here we go. A couple of supply crates. Let's see.
It's rising.
Doesn't look like there's anything noteworthy.
No time to wait.
We've never faced anything like
Oh, I'm glad my father isn't around. It would torment him to see his legacy drown.
Bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. You bid me come, she said. My people need aid.
So,
will you provide
machines in the south suffer their own
corruption?
I wonder what sort of challenge they
the light goes. For we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must. But the cost will be great. Banu-Kai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banu-Kai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banu-Kai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banu-Kai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the Ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banu-Kai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The Ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Banu-Kai's people repaid the suffering the Ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Banu-Kai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Banu-Kai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Banu-Kai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world. Brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget.
Wow.
We remember Banu-Kai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the Ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banu-Kai and her Werak fled, the Ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banu-Kai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banu-Kai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. You bid me come, she said. My people need aid. Will you provide it? The machines whispered to Banu-Kai. We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must, but the cost will be great. Banu-Kai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banu-Kai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banu-Kai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banu-Kai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the Ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banu-Kai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The Ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Banukai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Banukai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Banukai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Banukai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget.
Thought there would be a trophy there for listening to it, but...
We remember Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were
yeah, it was specialty merchant up at the top here.
You look beautiful.
Alright, let's have a look at these boxes.
Yeah, not to see our brothers. We've been moving too isolated the tribes.
Alright, looks like we're climbing up, up, up.
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are, and the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass. That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter. Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen. Have you always been a painter? I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Ban-Ur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
My goodness.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but, You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration, or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot ponds. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones.
A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
Alright then. Good to know. We'll keep eyes out for these pigments. Fast way to get down. I wouldn't say it's the safest, but it's efficient.
Our numbers were still small.
Alright.
It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember.
Deadly the machines spill into the cup. Faster than we could.
Yep.
Outlander! Wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Mm-hmm. That could be interesting. And considering we don't know what we'll find, once we do find,
You've survived another day, I see.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watching.
Good. Now do it again 10 times.
a little bit rusty on my hunting. Nothing noteworthy of this goat, but ooh, hello. more alert there than your typical watchers, that's for sure. Have to keep on my toes for this one. At least we discovered a charger site. Or at least we did for a moment. I think they ran off in fear. Which sucks. Signals are giving indication though of a tall neck nearby. I believe some scouting of the land there via it there will do some good. They usually stand out too. Demonic scrapper.
Like hard blue ice. Pretty if you like ornaments. Can't allow it to signal me off. Scrappers provide nothing. That's got their attention.
There it is. Well, that sucks that we can't search that dead watcher.
That's it. Nothing to see here.
The demonic machines have like some kind of a link there despite. Crap, it's getting away. Nope. Nothing valuable from it. Ooh, the snow is falling though. Let's try and avoid any more demonic machines here for the time being. And find that tall neck. Get a better scout of the area.
What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last. encased in ice. It fell a long time ago. But the scavengers have just gotten started.
Okay, Wood hogs, scrappers. Let's see if we can't try and get a drop on it. Whew. That one got real dicey. Take it for the moment.
Maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Yeah, because we really don't need the rich meat at the moment.
I need this.
Can't have you alerting about. Wow. It's all the way up there, and it's dark. Trying to make the best there, how we can climb up. It's not gonna do any good there to try and take them down one at a time. Oops. So instead of trying to take them one at a time, must have gotten to those Banuk hunters that I saw earlier.
This tonic pad's still in one piece.
Unfortunate for them. fight. Its weakness is ice. Get you down. That's gonna draw a lot
Safe.
of attention.
For a few minutes anyway.
More blue gleam. Points of contact.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works.
Yep.
Well, it's in better shape than it was.
Yep. Now for the last part.
Okay, you're right. Just need to get the power flowing through again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching.
Yep.
That should wake you up.
Okay.
Easy now. Easy. Ugh. Ugh. Right, it's never easy.
Yep. Great.
Now I need to climb the tall neck again. I'll need to find higher ground. I should be able to jump onto the tall neck from here.
You scrappers are becoming more trouble than you're worth. Well, that was pleasant.
Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
Thanks, big boy. We got our last skill point needed. And we just got a platinum trophy for Horizon Zero Dawn. Nice. Observer log. Frozen Wilds. Data text points. Tall neck transmitter log here. Let's see it. 2300 hours. Monitoring supercell formation. 2300 hours, 16 seconds. Orbit 8F1 initiated. Cycle 68208. 2317. Routing query sent. 2318. Routing received from G Prime. 2300 hours, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Supercell formation overhead. 230136. Electrical impact. 230140. Electrical impact. And 230142. Another electrical impact. 3 electrical impacts within a span of 6 seconds. Wow. 230220 had surge damage assessment, locomotion systems compromised, and gyroscopic systems compromised, as well as the processing systems. 230121 status report was sent. 230222 instruction was received from G Prime to suspend probably all actions. And then 230223 internal systems probably compromised or something like that. That would be my guess on it. That's probably following the trail. I know where that's leading to. All the way up there. Wow. And there's a hunting grounds. Quite a lot to explore here.
Need them soon enough.
Yep.
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
Nothing.
Outlanders. Carja Outlanders.
Oh.
What brings you Carja so far from your home?
There's good machine hunting in the cut. Danger, too. Some have a taste for both, and they pay people like me well to guide them. We've had a bad run this time, even after I brought this priest along to read the signs.
I did say the sun's light was cast quite red the night of the...
Not your concern, though, Huntress. May your arrows find their mark. You're a long way from home, too. Watch your back out there.
Indeed.
I should have been a crafter. They make good shards.
Wow, don't you seem fresh-faced.
Well, since the objective is farther away than I'd expected, I guess we'll go back and to the nearest objective right now, which is the Shaman's Path. Oof. That's cold. That'll wake you up. Didn't score anything. Oh, quite a bit of badger, but no badger bones right now to speak of. Let's see if this track... Hope I'm following it on the right path here. Yeah, I was. Oh, hello. Alright, folks. Wow, that was interesting to say the least. You don't need that much bony meat anyway. Okay. We got our goat bone. Now we need to find Badger at some point.
Stocking up? Interesting. Maybe I could override it. That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. What can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is. I can kill the machines. Destroy it. Or override it. Okay then, let's see if this thing can work for me. No turning back.
Not too bad. Two scrappers. Yep, luckily. Alright. Not too bad, but we're still
We should speak.
Need our upgraded sphere for what lies ahead.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The Daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Ourea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the Ice Rasps. You'll have to walk the Shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the Shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Ourea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his Werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Ourea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me. An aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Ourea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Ourea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the Ice Rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Ourea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her I have faith she will hear the voice again?
Alright, have a good time, Mom. Alright.
Alright, I guess I'm off to the Ice Rasps to find this shaman's path.
Shaman's Path. But before we discover the Shaman's Path, definitely gonna head up near the Path of the Secret Shared before we take on our 2 side quests. So from here, let's continue up north. And find the nearest campfire in tow. It's gonna be a long trek for us though. But one I'll be more than happy to wait. Wait. No. Oh, wait. Crap.
These will keep.
Oh, that was useful. What's this? Return to Singapore. Interesting. Frozen Wilds text data points world. As the waters recede, the people return. Singapore, May 5th, 2043. A large pink-tinted rock marks the summit of Bukit Timah Hill, Singapore's highest point, at one time 164 meters above sea level. Charmaine Lowe records a self-hollow next to the rock, her bright smile contradicted by nervous fidgeting with her prismatic fake nails and 30s style subdermal jewelry. I thought I'd never see this place again. I still can't believe it's real, she marvels. Proud Bukit Timah has stood firm against time and weather, but the rest of Singapore has fared less well. With approximately a third of the island nation at less than 5 meters above sea level, Singaporeans like Charmaine were forced to abandon their homes as inexorable waters leached away their foundations throughout the snoring 20s. Now, the surviving members of Charmaine's family are returning, alongside many others. As global temperatures and sea levels stabilize, people come by air or by water. Some seek refuge from the deleterious effects of the Citarum River tragedy, whose costs still reverberate today. All hope to build new lives atop the collapse of the once stable and prosperous country. Singapore represents one of many states abandoned by their citizens in the aftermath of heavy coastal flooding. Questions surrounding ownership are difficult to answer. Government and law enforcement personnel fled far in advance of the country's devastation, and documentation of title is scattered at best. The plot of the land which Charmaine's childhood home once sat had belonged to the Lowe family foremost, and data's corrupted beyond that point. Unfortunate. Oh, the goat bone. Well, looks like we found our campfire. another goat. But no badger around. Oh, hello. Shit. God almighty. Is that guy there still alive? Oh well. Must have fled. Alright. In any case, that's gonna do it. I'll have this uploaded to my YouTube there. The next time we do Horizon Zero Dawn, we are going to complete the Secret Shared and title it The Final Form of the Spear. And hopefully that will be our 2 hours there before we get back into our main quests, which will be Waterlogged first, followed by finding the Shaman's Path. It'll be interesting to see there where the rest of the Blue Gleam are there. And we're going to keep trying to hunt badger bones across. Oh, no. We need goat skin. I just realized there. We need goat skin. But a goat bone, I think, is part of one of our trades as well there, too. So we will need to keep hunting goat until we get one goat skin there. I did just realize that there. Alright. So we'll do that there. Okay. Alright, let me find you guys somebody to host. Give me time. So, I'm gonna give a host to Ernbro, aka Zoe. Alright guys, she's doing some Destiny 2, the DLC, I think it's called Forsaken there. We're gonna pop in our chat, give her some hype and hellos, positivity there, okay guys? And don't forget, tomorrow, more Spider-Man with Chapter 2, Shock to the System there, okay? So I'll see you guys tomorrow there, and don't forget to tune into the Face It Major tomorrow as well there too. There, it's going to be Elimination Friday there for a lot of different teams. All right, I'll see you then, guys. Take care. Sorry.